Hey everybody, it's Habbage. Glad you're here or checking out the VOD. Okay, that was not fun. Go in here. Why? Why am I still hearing myself? Alright, better. Alright, as I was trying to say, hello and welcome. I'm Habbage. If you're watching the VOD, we're going to kick things off pretty quick here. I think I am mostly on top of it. Let's pull up the screen on the old TV. Make sure it stays loaded for me. Alright, we're looking good there. Let's just get a little mouse movement on the old game. There it is. Alright, we've got audio on both sides. Was it the end of yesterday's stream? I think it was. And, I'm going to honestly have to blame Bobby God on this. Took off, I came back, left the mute on after the break, and even though I got the slide out of the way, I don't think you guys got any audio. So, VOD viewers from the last video, sorry about that. You missed all kinds of incredible, we solved philosophy, basically just had all the answers, and we're like, alright, well, nothing else to talk about there. Let's move on to science, and then we did some astrophysics, got all that knocked out. It's pretty much all over and done with. So, yeah, we'll just have to start back with the typical normal rambling banter today. Sorry you guys missed out on all that. It was really good. Honestly, we had a blast. I'm really sorry we lost that audio, but don't worry, we've got lots more Stardew to go here today, and we'll dive in with both feet here, I think, to see what we can get done today. Again, it is day 25 of summer, so we're coming quickly to the end of the summer growing season. That means we've got some decisions to make about crops, what we want to put in our main farm. I guess we'll find out. We don't really know what's going to happen with our pineapples. I've certainly gone all in on growing them down at the Ginger Island encampment. But I don't honestly know that they're going to be year-round. We're just going to learn this, and we may get bit really, really hard if we come back at the beginning of some particular season and they're all gone, and that could easily happen. So, yeah, we'll learn if we do. We did get back up over $1 million, and just as a quick recap, let's pull up the character screen here and take a look at what all we got going. I'm so fired up. I'm really, really excited to come back in, but I am also, I don't know, I feel a little disconnected from the end here. We'll see how quickly it comes back. We cleaned up everything. It's Thursday. In our recent trips down, and what I talked about at the end of the last one, we got our new shoes, and we did decide to go with these over the Dragon Boots. Dragon Boots have a 7 defense, no immunity, and these have the 6 defense, which is better than the 5 from our Space Boots, but also gives us that 5 immunity. So, I think on the whole, that's probably a good trade-off, right? We'll get a little more resistance to like that burn damage from the little fire sprites that bounce around in the volcano. But yeah, we don't, we'll keep seeing. We did pick up some new types of rings just as mob drops. So we got a soul sucking ring, which is basically an energy instead of a speed boost or a health boost. We get an energy boost. We kill monsters. We're not using that. Didn't bump out the combined rings, either one of them. We also got a lucky ring, which is very interesting as far as will we find anything else we want to combine that with to make what I would think most helpful, a fishing ring. But could just be anything that we're going to be in a luck-based run. You know, I like the combat stuff when we're going to fight, particularly the burglar and slime. Maybe we find that we don't need all this, but the glow light and the magnetism is huge. I mean, way back, very beginning, I believe it was this and not the holiday special on YouTube, but one or the other, we had a good item early on, and it was like off the map. We could see it; it was kind of stuck on the wall, but had gotten to a spot that we couldn't reach, and that was it. We didn't have any magnetism, so it wouldn't come over to us. So that's a good thing. I really am never a fan of being without, but we could certainly, carry a spare ring and switch it out if there was one that was good enough for particular circumstances. Anyway. We got some more stuff for the collections. I won't go through all of it, but the banana was one. We have a mango sapling growing. We got a new food recipe, or the ability to buy it out of the shop. We'll definitely be going back to the shop so you guys can hear my exclamations of how excited I am about all the offerings there. That was unfortunately some of the audio I think we lost yesterday, but really exciting, cool stuff. So I can't wait to get back. I think that's kind of the routine. Our kids are doing great. They're growing in affection. Luna's almost done. It's almost her birthday. She has, I think, a fall day 1 birthday, but basically was born to us overnight on the... yeah, unfortunately we can't click on her, and if we go... from Sebastian to Leo, they have little cards and birthdays, but because we can't give gifts, we don't get the birthday reminder. But I'm curious to see if she'll have a birthday and if she gets any bonus if we give her a hug on her birthday. Nemo getting there, and Leo we found a loved gift for, and we'll save that here. Anybody who hasn't seen the VOD or didn't listen along as it was going, we're going to take another one of those back for him today because he is, I believe, he's only gotten 1 gift, so we want to get the 3 for this week. And now that we know he's got a loved one, we'll try to do all that. I have to leave for work soon. I'll be thinking of you. Cool. So I did, at the end of the last episode, again, something you guys didn't hear about, I was noticing that, we got a stormy day tomorrow. Sunny tomorrow during the day over there. So we have to make it back tonight to let the animals in. I totally skipped over the fortune. Very happy. Awesome. Everything good. All right. Coffee up. Coffee up. And let's do them both. We got... No! What are you doing? Don't have time for this. It's too soon in the game for me to be going high-speed crop gathering. I lost it. Whatever was important that I was going to say, gone. We're not going to worry about hops, though, today. We've gotten a lot of those. I was saying we do need to be back to let the animals back indoors. We want to give Leo a present. All this looks good. Let's go down around this way this time, because we can. Oh, what? That's awful. So I know, it's not worth it to us to grab the hops, but it is to grab the tea. Don't question all this. It's just what we do. As long as we can get that. Now we are getting... Oh, is that another golden coconut? This discus fish is the best thing ever, and maybe... I don't know where we'd put other fish ponds, but maybe we should be switching out a few more for the lionfish and the stingray when we get it, because oh my gosh, it has given us, it's given us 2 bananas, and now I think that was a golden coconut. So we got a couple of those to take to Clint at some point. There's another truffle. Our pigs are out of control awesome. Things are very, very good over on the farm. And I was, outside everything going on here, I was going to say, kind of woke up. You guys might have heard in, just my tone and everything yesterday. I was really, really looking forward to the change in weather that we're just on the front end of. It's not too bad out today, really. It's cloudy. Look at all that. Holy, guys. Holy. It is very, very cloudy, and you can kind of feel like it's coming, right? Everything is building. the moisture's up in the air. It feels like we're ready. And they said I looked on the National Weather Service website, and it has the detail on the winter storm warning that they've issued from now until tomorrow night. So 2 days, basically, but it probably won't really get started here until about the time the stream is wrapping up, honestly. At least that's what they're saying. But for my area, a half a foot to a foot of snow, which is as much as I've gotten to this point. No fives. This season, so that's kind of cool. I think, I don't know, the tea, I mean, I guess, might as well, right? It is a high value, and we're getting 100 a day now that we have everything set up. We will let you guys out, but I just have to remember to get back and let you back in again tonight. It's going to be a long shot because it's a good. Maybe I should leave them in. I don't see anything special egged. Yeah, let's leave them in. Because it's good luck. We're going to be in the volcano. We're trying to get down to the thing because we're going to try to enchant one more tool. No. Not nothing. We got cow's milk cheese. And, could have grabbed them there, but nope. Now, did I just sell all those duck things? Oh, crap. Oh, no. No. This is a bad thing. This is a good thing. We want to bring this with us. Maybe I moved them here? Shoot. Need those. Coconuts are going up here. We are going to need these 2 things. Oh, this is bad news. What's this all about? Oh, thanks, Lewis. I don't need your $500. Oh, what I really need is a duck feather. Dang it! It makes sense. We do have these. So we'll take one of these. It's loved. It's not the super quality. You know what? Let's just take them all and leave them there. Maybe we left others down there at the deal. All right, it is 11:40. We have everything we want to take. Nothing we don't. Let's go. Yeah, I may... Of course, dude. Get out of my way. No time for talking. Okay, now we're in the cutscene. Alright, so... I guess we'll run up to the farm. This is going to be the big waste of time, is that we have to bounce around and find Leo, potentially. Alright, let's go. No time to waste. And the last time down here, which was silent, we did all four. Oh, Leo, awesome. You are the man, dude. Here you go. I know. Put it, make a wonderful nest. I haven't met others like you, but I have many nest liners for you. So maybe here's the shop, by the way. Worth another look here. We can get pineapple seeds for mushrooms. The mushrooms seem like a lot. We don't need these anymore. Tubers, good. We could get a whole bunch of them for bone fragments. Golden coconuts are just 10 times regular coconuts. Does anything change here? No. And this is what really got me excited, what we talked about the most. How on earth, where do we get dragon teeth? And I haven't yet seen any dragon. You know, like, are there dragon fights? What do we got to go? There's something in the journal that mentions the dragon, but we haven't even seen one. So what does that mean for us? Bed looks pretty cool. Oh, a volcano photo costs 5 mangoes. Now, we haven't seen that yet before, but that's pretty cool. I love it. Definitely want the Luau Skirt. I think that you guys are definitely going to be the Luau. I'm Habbage. I am a Luau rockin' pig in Minecraft. A Luau Skirt, Tommy Bahama shirt wearing. Just awesome. So yeah, well, maybe I have to get one of those. Banana pudding recipe is 30 bone fragments. I just didn't remember to bring those, but that's going to be really nice for us as well. We've got one banana stashed away at home. So as soon as we get that recipe, we can go ahead and whip that up. All right, let's get ready here. I don't feel particularly ready for the combat and all that, but all right, sorry guys, not today, unless we get done, and then we'll maybe come back and play with them some more. Not up there. Let's get that. I should probably switch into bomb mode, but bomb mode kind of starts to slow me down a little bit. I know it does. I get much more combat focused once I'm dropping the bombs everywhere. I think maybe here? No? No. Shoot. Get out of the way, dude. There it is. And besides, with our awesome enchantment, Here, 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 here. Yeah, I know I kind of wasted that speed boost, but... Oh. Shards, we're doing very well on those. Where did this thing go? Is this one of the curvy roundy bottom ones? No. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's one of those fire guys. What? Where'd you come from, dude? Good chance to snack up. Now I could eat for food. Eat for food. Yes, that's what I could do. Just stack up on those, get back up over 100. Alright, here we want to be a little more careful about those guys. Trouble, right? What am I doing? Tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking for golden walnuts, among other things, but... Oh, really? Well, we needed to get the speed back anyway, so... Not the worst deal. Alright, we got a button. Button clicked. Dude! Okay. Ooh, there's a Omni-Geode, maybe other stuff. Got our button. Alright, then we have this one. 740. I kind of feel like... I don't much like you not coming up to fight like a real fire thing. You really slowed me down a lot. Thought I had immunity boots. What happened there, boots, huh? You're gonna be a cinder clown. You better be worthwhile. Alright, back to business. Waste of time. What? I don't know our music. Oh no. Give me a button. back out of here at some point. Dude. Stop. Oh, stop. I couldn't be sure if that was shaking or not. Whoa! Anybody see a button? Amid all these little nonsense guys. Ooh. There's the button. Alright. We just gotta get all the way back up here. Stop! Whoever just knocked on my wall above my head scared the crap. Are you... Oh, get out of here. Other button. Did I miss a button somewhere? I mean, I thought I was down here, right? Oh, dude. Dude! Button. This is where we were. It would make sense that it would be down way in a corner like this, but no. This is the one we already stopped on, right? Get out of my way. Stupid dwarf scroll. If I don't get... Alright, enough of you. I mean, I guess if this is a waste... Where in the actual are there any buttons left? Midnight already, and I gotta go close up for the stupid things. Where is another button? There it is. Oh, so I gotta go like this. Alright. I told you guys I wasn't really ready for this. Oh, dude. Go! Oh, no. I got a whole nother level? I thought I was almost done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there a button under you? No. Shoot. Oh! You little... Grrr! So angry. Truffles help make me less angry. No! What am I doing? Oh, man. Oh, can't do that. Oh! If I hadn't gone up through that gate like a sucker. Oh, I'm gonna run home in 10 minutes. But that was some good farming. I think that was just... Yeah, mainly... Oh, it was the expanded caviar. That was our first big harvest of that. Almost 20 grand. And that can keep growing. We do need to get Robin working on expanding that shed. We kind of moved off of that to start making products, but we can kick that one up to full size as well, and then reposition everything in it. It's clearly that's got a quicker turnover, but filling those up, you never need the full capacity that you do like with the wine stuff. We just won't get that much volume of the fish eggs, but over all this time, we built up quite a few. And so we can, we could expand that out. I think if we just do these runs of 27 apiece, I think we were up to like 300 or so. So 10 times that's gone. We may get 4 or 5 pieces in between each of those, but that would steady out pretty quickly. If we go with the full size, we can occasionally just run a load of jelly or pickles or whatever else we want to do. So pretty good for, nothing out of the ordinary at this point. Didn't have any wine, nothing, no honey on that day, and still got 50 grand. And that's all stuff we can do in the winter. Okay, well that was a little rough on the start. Leo's birthday, so we'll go back. Get our department store background music. They say it's movie theater. It's kind of reminds me a little bit. Yeah. Let's make sure our roof's not leaking. Oh, dude. It kind of sounds like old movie, like before my time movie intermission music. Good humor. All right. I think we'll largely do the same. We got more letters. Yeah, all right. Thanks for sweeping. I was at home and it wasn't even raining out at that point. This is probably not the best thing for me to be doing with my time. I'm definitely going to skip the coffee beans today. Probably the... Oh, use your vocabulary. Don't use the bad words. That. All right, that's a little bit of wiggle. Oh, we can put slime into cave carrot. All right. Here, taro root, extra mushroomy mushroom. These guys, that. There's something I want to sell. I will sell that and that. Sure. Well, let's just sell some white algae too, because we can. Man, I sure wish I knew what that other thing was. Alright, nothing. Let's go in and just say hi to these guys. We'll have to do the trees and the T's. The TTs. And... nothing. Oh, shoot. Oh, my nose itches so bad and I don't understand why. Well, I do. It's dry. Dry air with a humidity change. I almost worried I had to do the old pre-stream nose blow, which is always beneficial for you guys, I'm sure. But I was worried I was gonna get the old nosebleed. It's like that perfect change of humidity, and I've always, since a very little kid, always got bloody nose. In fact, I've outgrown it mostly. Part of that may be the difference in climate too. And just less all-out cold, dry Arctic air than what I got in the Midwest. Here, it's much drier, much more consistently, so you don't get the changes where. Did I not pick up those? That was all because I picked up a stupid pine cone from when I cleaned up under the trees. Something I shouldn't have been doing anyway. So we'll see what the little Shrine of Fortune has to say about Leo's birthday, and if it has any insights on what a loved gift might be. I would, speaking of loved, it would be a loved gift for me. I'm sorry, man. I can already feel I want to drop so many bad words right now because I don't know why this game is just doing its best on me today. Alright, now the tea. Let's go over and pick these stupid ones up. Although I think we'd have like a day And that might be a tactic. It's something we should find out at some point. Like, don't get on! Get on the horse! Don't pick the coffee beans. We said no coffee beans, Ham. You pay attention over there, buddy. Alright. Alright, Discus is back to regular old fish eggs, which I guess we can't hold against it too much after all the goodness. Dude, stop! What is it? Oh, those coffee beans. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. It's supposed to be a good luck day. Eat it, game. You are being a colossal jerk today. Putting truffles in my way? Get that out of here. Get all of this garbage out of my inventory right now. And yeah, I know a lot of this is my fault. We could have gone to the shed and gotten rid of so much of this to not have the issue. But I can still be angry, and I reserve the right. Oh, man. How are we supposed to get to Leo? I'm not even picking the hops or the coffee beans. We haven't even seen one. Oh, no, we did the other animals, so we just haven't done the pigs. Or the dinos. Get. I haven't done the shed to get Leo's birthday gift. How am I ever going to go enchant my tool? We didn't even hardly talk to Leo the other day. I don't even care if there's eggs in there. We'll get them next time. Alright. Get on the horse. Why, game? Why today are you aggravating so much? Alright. Of course, it tells me the one thing I already know. Thanks, game. Awesome job. Why would I expect anything less than from you today? That's exactly like what we're doing. You know what? Scroggins it. You know what I meant. Everything else. That away. I still didn't put the tea. I guess we haven't really been back to put the tea away. I don't know how oh, that was the one that was outside because we still haven't done the pigs. And it didn't give me an iridium quality. You know. Let's do this. Alright. To Leo. So I'm no worse off than I was. Man, I wish the game would have told me, like, it's Leo, and I'm glad we guessed that one. You guys missed all my delight. I was so happy to have guessed that. Like, oh, he wears that kind of feathery shirt, and he always talks about birds. And I said, I know it's not parrot feathers, but if there's anybody that's going to like feathers, in addition to Elliot likes duck feathers too, it's going to be little Leo. So we rolled the dice and took those down to him, and he loved it. But I'm incredibly disappointed in the Shrine of Endless Fortune not giving us better gifts. New gift ideas for the birthday recipients. Like, I want it to tell me other options than what I've already given them myself. If I've already discovered what a loved gift is, I want to know all the others. And at least at the beginning, or back in the day, and maybe it was just because I didn't know any loved gifts, so I was finding out one, but my impression was that was the vehicle by which I was learning a lot of these gifts. All right, here you go, dude. Oh, all right. Already. This is a bad idea because I'm already raged out just from the way that all the inventory junk went. But we gotta try, right? All right. Well, I already see. Oh, that's the return thing. That's right. We discovered that one of these days when we were already up there with more extra time than we knew what to do with. Dude, my bad there. I got truffle oil I don't need, so that's going to jam up a spot. I can't even get this placed. I don't think this is right. So many of you guys. Oh. No! Eat it. Oh! How are there two of them still? I thought I killed three. So that's going to get worse. Go away. Go away. Oh. This is nothing. Oh, dude. Ah! Get out of the way. This is new. Gonna breathe. Gonna get by. It's all gonna be good, guys. But this is such a trash good luck day. Welwick, you are full of it. This is a garbage day. Oh, speaking of which, garbage guys haven't come yet. So we probably got that to look forward to. Don't! Right click. Oh, good. Oh, dang it. No, get off me, you jerk-faced jerk. Oh, see how it's running? Like, it doesn't even care about hitting me. It what? Just wants to be in the way. Holy smokes. And he followed me all the way across the map, huh? All I want to do is get back to the forge. Can you not let that happen? Give me my sword back! I heard a little click click. Nobody wants your amethyst. Oh my Grrr. 8 o'clock to get to level freaking 4. No. What the... Oh, dude. Don't have time to fight you flame things. No. Oh. We're only halfway, guys. There was no luau in Mudville. Because the slowing down... Stop! Give me my sword! Don't! Come here, you... I'm not even hitting the right rock. What's going on? Come on. Yeah. Oh, welcome to the party. 10-10. It's level 7. We can do this, right? Huh? No. Oh. Get me out of here. No way, right? Okay. Dude. I don't mind that these guys are fiery trolly, even that they, like, don't come back. I can't stand that they slow you down on top of it. Protection ring. Was that only luck? No, it was just algae. And okay, there's... What? That's got to be through there, right? Shoot. Eat it, slidey thingies. And why would it put it there? Oh, I almost lost it. All right, 1250. Go, go, go. Here we go. Now, this is clearly a garbage luck day. I don't think I want to risk the fishing rod to it, frankly. Although we did get here. I mean, I guess that's why we're here, right? It'll be a question marky fishing rod. What are we guessing here? So I don't think we're nearly lucky enough. Should we be carrying the luck ring with us when we do these? We'll find out in the future. I think I'm going to roll the dice. Worst case, we just re-enchant it, right? Efficient. No, I take it back. There was a crappiest of all enchantment, and we found it. I didn't even know that was possible for the fishing rod. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Weapons, tools, powerful, do more damage. Reaching, I guess we could maybe cast further if that one goes. Shaving for axes, bottomless watering can. Generous, I'm guessing that's the hoe. Archaeologist bones, so that would definitely be the efficient. We've now gotten that twice, including on the fishing rod, which seriously, nobody cares about the efficiency of your fishing rod. Such junk. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought with these three, we would be good to go. But that just occurred to me. I guess that's the lesson from what's otherwise a very frustrating day, where at least we got Leo his birthday gift. We should bring the luck ring and perhaps lucky food all the way through with us so that when we do these, I don't know if luck is a factor, but I sure would like to have every chance of getting what it considers maybe rarer or just better enchantments. Because, I mean, if there's anybody that has reached this stage of the game that is at all worried about efficiency with their tools, I mean, I'm kind of one of those take anything that you can get, and it'll definitely help. But I don't think you could be here at the Fern Islands and be concerned about having enough food energy. Like, getting it twice now, and especially on one that I didn't even think it was, I was like, all right, efficiency, so like the axe or the pickaxe or some of those, sure. That does help. You got the iridium quality tools, and it certainly is nice not to be running low on energy because of it, but I don't know, man. That seems like trash. So we'll try to remember to do that in the future. If you're in the VOD and you happen to be with me in a chat and I'm about to make a volcano run, definitely remind me. Bring the luck ring. You don't have to wear it when you're going through the volcano, but when you get to the far end, throw it on for the actual enchanting just to see if you get a bonus there. We could throw a lucky lunch down. I don't know. Wiggle a rabbit's foot. Can we? I've always wondered about the rabbit's foot. It always feels like I'm missing out on something there that I should be more onto. It just feels like that should be a luck thing. You get the permanent bonus to luck from giving one to the truck driver, but I don't know. Well, hey, lesson learned, and I knew. I was like, it's not a good luck day, really. I shouldn't be even thinking about this. And then we did. Now those are all closed up. I think our pigs are. Let's try to clean up some of this trash. We did get that ring. Stay invincible for a little while after taking damage. That's kind of nice. That with the speed would be pretty good combo, right? You basically just, all right, go run the level. But now we've taken our shot. We swung and we missed. So now, how's it already 120? Now we've got to go back to Skull Caverns again if we want to have any better or any more chances. We're going to have a good luck day. down in the depths. So, Dance of Moonlight Jelly's Luna's birthday eve for Luna, and not even as much money this time to make us feel better. All right, we're an hour in. I'm gonna get this save, and I think well, I'll be right back. All right, got the mute back this time. Hey, sorry for that unexpected absence, guys. I ready for TMI. I said my nose was itching earlier, and it kept on going. That was part of what I think was driving me so crazy there. I had like this itch on the outside, like not in my nose, but on the outside, right at the bottom of my nose. And it was just driving me crazy. And I kind of, as I tried to scratch it, I felt that there was like a little hair there. So I ran in the bathroom, and sure enough, one of the, like, I have a beard, and one of the hairs in the mustache had a curl to it and was like growing and just tweaking right at the edge of my nose. So I busted out the tweezers. I got it and any other possible little culprits there yanked out. And if any of you guys have ever used tweezers in, around, or right below your nose instead of like the little like shaver thing, oh my man, that makes your nose run like something fierce. So there was some blowing, and then I ended up just using the bathroom while I was in there. So we're set. We should be good to go for a little while. So hopefully our bad luck will now be out with the nose hairs. Again, we got moonlight jellies tomorrow. Our children seem to be stuck on the furniture, which is good. Keeps them close. Weather report, clear for the dance. So now we've got to figure out. Yeah, no kidding. Are you sure that wasn't yesterday's forecast? Oh, here's a food from my home that me and my family enjoy. Hope you like it. Leo. P.S. Willie, help me write this. New cooking recipe, poi. Anybody had poi? Go ahead and raise your hands or shout out in the comments of the things. Again, as Habbage, the luau pig, we definitely know poi. I'm not going to say poi is one of my favorites. I am not Hawaiian. I have visited once. It was amazing. And definitely ate some poi. And as somebody who grew up with, Scandinavian, Midwestern, Southern, British cooking, all the weird and variety stuff, my family grew up loving grits, and other people scratch their heads and are like, grits, man, what's that? But if you're from the American South, you totally know what corn grits are. And as a breakfast food, they're awesome. Poi kind of on that, but again, it kind of, I'm sure that the recipe will involve the tubers, because it is kind of a starchy, like a side dish kind of thing that's, I don't know, more like a pudding than a bread. I mean, it's definitely not like a bread. Kind of, I guess it would be kind of like a rice pudding, but not necessarily super sweet. And it basically, is just a traditional food on the islands there, something that you could make out of a naturally, locally growing root and make a high carb, high energy food source, where fish in the ocean provided a lot of protein, but carbs were a little tougher to come by. You obviously can't get as many. I mean, the big island on Hawaii certainly can, but you can't have, Nebraska-sized cornfields or things like that going on. So you kind of have to pick where your carbs come from. So that poi was a traditional way of doing that. So I'm excited to get that recipe from Leo, and that is one more closer to where we want to be. I think we'll have 2 remaining at that point. Let's go ahead and check. Cooking recipes. So this one we know we can buy. That's the banana pudding. And then poi. And yeah, it's just taro roots. Traditional food with a delicate sweet flavor when eaten fresh. There you go. Very cool. So that will leave 2 more recipes to be discovered. Very exciting. All right, let's get on with our day here. After I've reminisced about poi and all of its poi goodness. Spam's another one that, having grown up in the upper Midwest, the Hormel factory is in Austin, Minnesota, which is unofficially called the home of Spam, and it's right on the interstate, one of the interstates, 35 maybe? I don't know. Shout out to me, Minnesotans or Midwesterners who have driven that stretch. It is a food that gets a lot of grief, right? It's like, oh, Spam, what's that all about? But coming out of kind of the 50s, nowadays it's like, oh man, it's just, it's like bologna and, it's all the parts of the pig that you didn't want to eat anyway, all that. never really, as far as I know, intended to be that. It's much more um, about the preservation quality and the fact that it's canned. Um, and I think spam is an acronym for something, right? Uh, but I don't know what. Sorry. There's a lot of acronyms that were jokes over the years, I know, but um, it's basically. Uh, I'm sure that the fine folks at Hormel will attest that it is high quality pork meat of various kinds and um, picked for its quality. But it basically already cooked, getting sealed into that can and seasoned somehow. I don't know. I don't know what all it is. I know that there are varieties of spam. Like there's probably an original, and then there's I think like a spicy and all that kind of stuff. And I was never a kid growing up. The eat the spam out of the can. I was never a fried spam and cheese sandwiches or anything like that. But my mom definitely used it in cooking like some casseroles and things like that, where you would use that or other canned meats. I mean, when you think about it, it's not really much different than canned tuna, right? And I think most people, now that it's dolphin-free tuna, right? Back in the day, that used to cause quite a stir, but um, not many people have big reservations about tuna, eating tuna from a can. There's another banana. Um, here we go again. But suddenly, if it's a pork product, it's totally gross to do. I don't get that, and I laugh at the old um, description of hot dog meat, right? Yeah, I know. Well, that's a good reminder. We should go buy some hay. Um, that hot dogs are the lips and rear ends of the pigs, right? In less glamorous terms, right? I think we've all all learned that one as kids, and amazingly, kids still love them. But we venerate. At least I do, and I know many others do. We venerate cultures and traditions like the Native Americans that when they harvested an animal through hunting, they focused on not wasting any part of it, right? That hey, you've taken this life, and rather than just going and taking another one, make sure that you get full use out of the one that you've taken, right? That's kind of the mentality there. It's not it is a crime, or we have no right to live as other animals do. We exist in a natural world, and we're omnivores, so we are designed to eat, be opportunistic, whether we can get protein from meat or have to rely on gathering of grains and nuts and that kind of stuff. Whatever has the most economy and gives us our species the best chance of survival is probably the best way to go about doing that. Um, when when we look at stock animals, though, all of a sudden we get very picky and peculiar, and I don't understand if that's a lack of comprehension of what really goes into like a hard, because the mental image that, at least for me, comes to mind when you're thinking, oh, you know, Native Americans not wasting any of the animals. out there standing over a buffalo on a otherwise field full of, the white hunters just went and harvested their robes or their skins and their skulls. So I think it's easy to get into that mindset, but we got 5. Let's sell those. Store that. Now I am going to drop those back off. I don't know if we'll go to... We should probably go check the farm maybe tomorrow before we get into full fall harvest stuff. And close to that 333. Maybe we'll go see Clint today. Omnigeode. That's a good one. Almost there, almost there, almost there. We'll leave it all. Alright, animals. What we need to do is figure out the farm. Get the plan in place for Monday. So we can hit that hard. I see these, and let's do that. Also Robin. Maybe we should go try to get Robin going on that shed. $35. Things are coming to a head here, which is great. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little mystified. Are you someone that feels like, ooh, hot dogs, those come from that and the ant, or are you? It's meat and animals have a lot of different sources of various stuff. Because if you go to cultures where there's a lot of butchering of self-raised animals, like a lot of places outside America in the last 150 years, one of the things that you would do almost yearly is raise a pig or two. And pigs are amazing, amazing animals for that kind of I was going to say like functionality, but I don't think that's right. All right, let's hang on. I haven't forgotten about the pigs or harvesting. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need. Do we only have 491? All right, well that's close. Do we need? I think we need some stone, right? Let's try to go. We'll just buy from Robin whatever we don't have, and then we'll buy from Pierre either today or tomorrow. I want to go to one or the other. All right, what do we have here? We only have 3 deluxe speed grow. I think we do need to re-fertilize all of that. So we still have our 108 grapes and our 18 fairy seeds. Those will be wonderful, and we can use those. But outside of that, unlike other seasons where we had strawberries or ancient seeds all ready to be planted, we're going to lose. We have not these two, but one. Oh, whoa. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. So a dozen, 14 areas to get out of the way, bunny, to plant. And fall is a great crop, or great season for crops. Lots of money to be made. We just need to figure out how we want to maximize that and what we want to grow. So, farm buildings, big shed, 550 is what we need on stone. Shop, we need, let's get 100. Wood. There we go. Big shed. Boom. Up. You gotta get the keys and the cursor in the same. Okay. Thanks, Robin. You're a champ. Now, let's go get all. Maybe we can do everything. Let's go get all the. Deluxe speed grow now. Deluxe speed grow, 150. We need, I think we'll use regular fertilizer in the fall if it's all gone for all those other crops. With the exception of the 72. So we need, let's get 200 deluxe speed grow. Again, we'll have a little bit extra. Wow, that's very busy wallpaper. It's kind of cool flooring. All of that stuff should be in our catalog. So, yeah. So let's get 200. We can talk while we're doing it. So pigs used to be a thing that pretty much every family had. You know, some towns, and certainly if you lived in New York City 150 years ago, you weren't just running around with pigs. But there may still be pig yards and lots in the city at that point. Where maybe you even paid to have a pig raised for you throughout the year. It's kind of a little, like a savings plan almost. We're just going to do all this. So you'd get a stoat. Isn't that a baby pig? I think it's a stoat. In the spring. And the pig basically became your garbage disposal, and you know you may have to supplement its feed a little bit, but it ate everything up that were your table or cooking scraps as you went throughout the year, and gets fatter and fatter. And if you've got a yard and things like that, it goes out and it forages, and basically just yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Thanks. Alright, so fall beet seeds, let's just get... I like beets in real life, but I'm not particularly wild about them as a deal. Every time we come here, it's the hanging light, kind of boring ones. I'd really like to get those triple wide things. See, if we'd gotten efficiency on this axe, although I'm not worried about us running out of energy. We'll just go ahead and do the forage. See if maybe get an artifact. Remember, all these coconuts can be turned into golden coconuts now over on Ginger Island at the store. And I think that's something we'll maybe do tomorrow, is do some shopping. I don't think, remember again, we can check all these. We can certainly get those for small amounts of Omni Geodes, but we want our magic cowboy hat, and we could buy a green turban for 50. And I don't know if, does that change days of the week? Like the magic cowboy hat changes colors just as it goes along, but I don't know, because we have a white turban, and I don't know if we crafted that or where we got that. Those are still growing up. We got no bombs. No, it wasn't even a good luck day, so I don't think there's much point in going to the Skull Cavern this late, and with everything else going on, we'll just go back and grab it. Wow. This forage. And I know I went by some grapes earlier, but I really wanted to get up to Robin. So, already good. Sorry, I'm still trying to not cough my head off. Oh, we haven't bought the thing yet, have we? So, milk. Let's hang on to the wood. That away. So now we've got enough to do cranberries down in the same spot where the blueberries and the strawberries have been, and all of these and these together. So those fields, and then I think everything else will get basic fertilized, and that will give us a chance to get rid of this and this and this to help clean back up a little bit more of our inventory here. So let's start the old fertilizer game. I guess we'll get 3,500. So yeah, just going back again to the pig thing. That used to be a huge way that we all of our collective ancestors and families supplemented their own diets naturally and at home, and also answered a lot of those ecological questions that nowadays were, like, oh man, nobody could live without, a garbage disposal in their sink to chop up, all the stuff that you cut away from fruits and vegetables, skins and eggshells and all that kind of stuff. And the real thing is that we've just found it unacceptable to live with a pig next door or under our farm or anything like that, where you might have to clean up some droppings, but it is constantly renewing basically carbon that exists, whether it's in a protein or carbohydrate form or whatever. But yeah, it's helping to drive that engine just by being there. And when when those people were growing up and going, hey, we raised this animal, we watched it grow, all those things become less giggle snorty and more, wow, that, this part of the animal is really good, and you wouldn't waste any of that because you spent the year bringing it up to the point of harvesting it, or, you hunted, or you raised geese or ducks or chickens or any of that kind of stuff. And as soon as you start to do that, things like pickled pig's feet or those kinds of things on other animals all of a sudden become much more attractive, because it's like, yeah, we invested in all of that. Don't let any of it go to waste. I think it is that disconnect. So when people have the giggle snort about spam, oh, it's gross. It's just all, well, first of all, trust the food producers. And, if you've read Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, back from the early eras of meat canning, you might go, yeah, it's maybe not such a good idea. But I think by and large, especially in today's day and age, because those people don't live in a vacuum. Like, they're like, yeah, I work in food production, and I don't want, uh, you know, the accident victims that work on the canning lines pieces to go into the food product any more than the rest of the people do. It's just totally not a thing. So, oh man, we still had more. So, well, we'll use that one too. So, um, for tomorrow or Monday in the game, we only have two of those. I don't know. I mean, I guess we should grow them. The thing is still down there. Um, we're not going to need more than 1,000 fertilizer. So everything else can wait. The amaranth, I think if we grow it, we'll grow it later. I don't know. Maybe we just go all in on amaranth from the start. What if we did just do all amaranth? Is there anything that we need? The only thing that we still need to cook that we haven't already is a seafoam pudding. And while that is a fall thing, we need to start fishing for that midnight carp with our awesome efficiency fishing rod. Grr. At least we don't know of any other fall ingredients here, and everything else we've cooked. There's nothing that I particularly want to hit up. Um, I wish there was a way that you could sort through these by attribute, right? Like, show me all of the positive speed foods, and then can I find one that's got a higher value than the rest? Um, but I just don't know of anything fall based that really makes me want to go all in uh, cooking wise. In which case, I don't think amaranth will give us hay even with the golden side, but it's a fast growing, huge cash crop, and we could just turn on the money from there, or maybe we do what we've been doing, and that is we've got 14. There's not 14 different types of crops, but maybe we do one of each and then start splitting everything into our amaranth. It will keep it kind of scattered throughout the season in terms of days to harvest, unless we have a really good day and we're just like, skip that one that's ready to go. But um, yeah, I don't think I just want to be down to a single crop yet. Maybe long term we start doing some of that. And had it been advantageous for us to do the fairy roses that way, we could have. So what I really was doing here is let's now put these things back kind of in the order we want to see them done. There we go. All right. Now, no, I want to be up here. There's those two. Let's close in the animals. this kind of seems like a great opportunity to do another round of coffee. Oh, you know what? Let's do tea instead. I don't know. I'm going to hang on to those if I can remember to and try to sell coffee and tea alongside each other. But now that we got a full stack of tea, let's see how it does. Also, for anybody that couldn't hear me talking about it, in the game yesterday, late, we started having a lot of little skips and pauses, and I was kind of wondering because my mouse kept moving through it all. I was wondering, oh, is that a game deal? And I think part of it was using the triple speed in when we were getting the additional speed boost in combat, and we were doing a ton of fighting in those volcano runs and just kind of running around and loading it all up. I did not find, like, the keyboard has remained fine and no issues in any when I recorded the Minecraft today or in any of the stuff that I was doing last night, which is pretty much just had chats on and stuff. I actually went pretty deep back on Mandalorian. I've almost gotten back through the second series again because anybody who's keeping up knows what I'm alluding to in terms of Boba Fett, the book of Boba Fett. And it's nice to be kind of current there. Rusty Spur, don't have any real need for that, but we definitely have a real need for 6 more of these. So yeah, we'll try to hang on and see. I don't remember what the time is on the tea. I always think it's going to be longer than it is. It's not multiple days, but I don't know if it's going to be done in time for us to get this stuff up. Let's go grab the mushroom cave. I haven't done that in a while. Again. It's probably an extension of limiting the number of places that seeds can fall around all these oak trees. It's kind of funny though. Alright, there's those. Let's sell these two. Again, that makes the cowboy poncho. 1020. I don't know if either one of these is worth really looking at. Not that one yet. That would be a little quick. Alright. Nope. Where did I get the 4 pieces of wood from, by the way? Did I miss something? Oh, with chopping down the little tree at the entrance to the cave. That's what it was. I know. Oh, we're catching up too quick. This will be a fun little comparison. What's better, coffee or tea, money-wise? Obviously, coffee for speed energy is the superior because it can go into the triple espresso, but and I'm not going to worry about it with those two. Also, why were there so many more coffees than teas? Huh. Who knows? Alright, a little bit early bedtime. Do-do-do-do-do. Should we move this? I kind of like it. There. Meru can still get in. She likes to sleep warm. I'm a cold sleeper, but she's all about it, and it gives us light in her bedroom. I'm sure that's been melting some. Oh, I should have changed outfits too while we had free time. Let's see what today wraps up with. Good humor. Alright, not great, though, and we don't have... Oh, gloves. It's a very simple answer. We've been over it several times. Gloves are what keep your hands soft. Yep. We don't want to forget the 10 o'clock midnight jellies. Ooh. Also, I don't want to let this go. Alright, last harvest. It's good luck day. We'll go down, harvest the farm, and see what... what Ginger Island has to... Oh, perfect timing. What Ginger Island has to offer us. In terms of pineapples mainly, but maybe forage and all that too. Not going to go out of my way to try to see Leo, but if I can remember it through all of our farm activities around here today, let's try to bring bone fragments and trade them at the shop. We want to get that recipe. So no new ancient fruits. Let's leave these for a sec. Look at that honey. Oh, it's going to be a huge day. This could be a $500,000, guys. Just saying. If we get pineapples too. Oh, now I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't even know what the rate of pineapples is. But we got a lot of them planted. We got taros growing back at Ginger Island. Some more of those should be ready. We'll definitely want to bring one of those back for poi, and I'd like to get that banana pudding recipe so we can knock out those two here before we get going in fall. Would be nice. So then one of the things, now that our money is super good, right? We can, rather than re-rolling that efficiency fishing rod, my expectation is that we'll still get the, because way back, if you haven't seen the VOD or missed the first stream where we were enchanting stuff, it was another situation where I think it was our sword, and we first got a bug slayer one. We're like, no, we don't want to use that. So we re-rolled it and got the haymaker. And part of the reason we stopped there, it's been a pretty decent enchantment, but part of the reason why we stopped where we did there was because we ran out of prismatic shards for one thing, but we also were running very low on the cinder shards, whatever they are, because the price went up, as I recall. I think it went up, I think it doubled, so it went up to 40. Now, I don't know if it keeps doubling or if it just goes up by 20s. We didn't have enough prismatic shards to really figure all that out, but definitely something to keep in mind. So my guess would be we can kind of out-finagle that by, at least with the fishing rod, being able to buy new ones and just 7,500. Boom. We get um, a new rod to enchant and keep that at 20 shards. I don't know that shards are going to be a big concern expense-wise, but now these guys we can leave open tonight. We'll probably try to come back down here a few times and stock up. Oh, I didn't look at the dang it. Dang it. Dangity dang. Sometimes. Alright, let's do these. Adding to our wealth of the day. These. Nope. They're 77. 77, and we just got enough to do more. That was painful. That's why I'm not too worried about making iridium bands to combine with other rings either. Alright, we're almost good, but before we do the fowl and cows and stuff, let's get now the other question we need to be asking ourselves is, should we just swap out all the remaining kegs in the next shed with wine and then fill in the remainder as we get more wood in this week, if we do, with coffee and tea. So this again is our big money, and we've still got a surplus right now. We've already got our seeds ready for next year, so we don't even have to worry about saving any for that. I think I talked myself into it. Let's go. We still have 263. So gradually, as we get more wood here, I think we've replenished the copper and iron enough to where they won't be huge handicaps on additional keg creation or consumption. We don't consume the kegs, just the keg products. There we go. Alright, now we just have to do the outdoor ones and we'll be all set. That's 140. Kinda need to make sure we get all done with this before Willie takes off. Maybe the animals get just a petting? Yeah, we can let them out. Maybe they'll get out and not petted. Also going to get real tight on our hay situation going into, like, coming out of the fall planting. Could be pretty tight. Alright, let's just let you guys out. Man, that may have just been a bad idea. We just gotta make... Oh, we gotta be back anyway for the festival, so that's fine. Alright, the main concern now is getting over there. We've got another shipping bin, but let's just sell all this. We're not gonna go into the caves or anything. 1.25 million already. Come on, pineapples. It's all up to you. Oh, no! No! I wanted to farm. Alright, at least we got you. Shop. Hey. I'm not going to go below 1 million. I don't think I could get there anyway. Yeah, because it would only be 10 grand. No, wait. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to get down to like 15? No, we're going to get down to like 05. About 05. Ooh, we're going to get down below 20? Looks like it. There we go. Alright, we're always looking for the silver lining every time when our plans go awry. We gotta find a silver lining. That was it today. We were able to buy hay. We can also go hit this again. And even though we're not getting pineapple money, oh, I don't know that we... I don't know that I want to store that there, first of all. Let's put it up by the dinos, who I don't know that we visited today. Hey, there's our full Nikki. Nikki, the final dino. May you grow old to the point of fossilization with us. No, we don't want her to fossilize, but we want her to last a long time. Oh, and I forgot to put the hay in there. Get open. Alright, so there we go. We've got some extra hay already, and we've now reset everything. So if at the time we... I don't know how I just greeted that chicken. I guess because I panicked on all the timing. Did we go in the greenhouse today? Nope. Alright, let's do all this, because it may be 2 days. And we need to get the tea. Now I'm like looking to see, are we even going to make it before the festival? I want to go harvest pineapples. Such a sacrifice had we done so. Alright, did we get everything over here? felt sloppy. Alright. Apples, oranges, peaches, apricots, cherries. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell. Sell, 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 sell. That's a good use of a mini bin on a day when we're trying to sell everything. Alright, very good. All the animals have gone back in. Why am I over here? Just went to the bin. We want to do this and this. Now, I think we will get rid of those. Let's grab this so we don't forget about it. Let's go close the doors here, because I don't want them in the way of our harvesting. Yeah, you guys are already closed in, and so are the dinos. So we're all good animal-wise. Except for you, Snowdrift, you get the free run of the farm. We won't need to water, but we're here, and we can get these guys. Good. Just run them back over here, because I don't like how it opens both. It kind of is scary. Kind of think the last thing we need to do is... Oh. Just carve that out so we can see it again. And then let's get all of this stuff that we put away yesterday. Because imagine how nightmarish it would have been to try to clean up all that. What? Oh, because I accidentally harvested those two the other day when I was trying to get... Yep, garbage quality coffee beans. Alright, all those are away. Now... what do we want for fall? I think some yellow with our suspenders, but let's get back to our farming roots. And I think it's a little early for hunter cap. Too early for beanie, but I'm so excited for the red beanie, the floppy one. Arcane hat, fishing hat, garbage hat, sunglasses, tiger. I'm feeling trucker. Alright, there we go. Hey, honey, you ready to come down to take Luna? Ooh. At the same time, strawberry chocolate cake. No, you're beautiful. Beautiful as the day I met you. Here, have a... Oh, we don't even see her stuff anymore. So I guess this doesn't matter, but... just a super gift. Alright. Well, I guess you were craving the strawberries then. Alright. Let's get on our way. I think we are as fully ready for the fall, autumn as we can be. And we will enjoy our daughter's birthday trigger, I guess. Oh, we gotta wait. remember, tomorrow night we can get back into fishing. Caught a bream. A regular bream. Are you kidding? All right. This feels so slow. Hey, honey. Honey? Oh, my goodness. You are not my wife, Caroline. Stop seeing romantics. Pierre, I'm sorry, man. That just slipped out. It wasn't anything. Yeah. For sure. Let's go ahead and buy that while it's available for us now. A starport decal. Yeah, I want both of these because now we have money and we're going to get a ton of money back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many we're going to want, but let's get 4. That seems like that could do a room. Everything else we bought before. So, all right. Thanks, Pierre. Sorry about kind of saying inappropriate stuff to your wife. Yeah. I'll be there. Well, the big purchase is already done. Yeah, I know. All right. Yep. Lick 'em. Lick 'em like a frog. I mean, don't do any of that. You want me to bring you some stuff back from the Fern Islands there, Gus? Green jellies. Scary jellies. Pushing people into the jellies. Contemplating the jellies. Camera jellies. I can't remember what Alex. Okay, yeah, you're just generic. Don't fall in the dock or dock collapse, Marnie. Yeah, he's got the random philosophical. She wants babies. He wants to launch the boat. Willie's giving us fishing insights. Well, yeah, we got like planting of the harvest crops, and then like a week before it gets crazy. Oh, it's gone. Yep, sublime. Special shoes. I forgot to say it. Polluting downer guy. Let's see if we can remember what they all say before we get to them. So we have George being surprisingly into the whole deal. Evelyn's going to talk about how it ties us to the past again. Her little girl. Yeah. And then he's Linus. We all know what he's saying. Yep. Harvey is going to talk about the mosquitoes. Oh, look at Luna. How's my big girl? Are you ready to see some jellyfish? Yeah, I know. It's very exciting. Oh, not in the tidal pools. You won't see them over there, probably. Maybe one would be close. You want to come over here? We'll play with some little bivalves and stuff. That would maybe be more your speed. I'm so happy that you're up for this. It's amazing. And Nemo's too young. That is so awesome. I can't believe you're a year old. Tomorrow, do you want a big birthday present? I wish I could give you one so bad. I would give you awesome presents. I know. I did. I also saw your little platform in the shed. I'm glad you already got that set up. No, thanks for putting this together, Demetrius. This is your event. Now, well, it was a good summer. I had a blast. If you ever need artistic inspiration, come on down to Ginger Island. Willie will give you a lift. Just tell him to put it on my tab, because we bought plenty of tickets. All right, honey, I haven't talked to you yet. I know, fall is right around the corner. I'm excited for it, though, and I'm excited for Luna's birthday. Did we get the clown and the cake and everything? We didn't get that low-budget clown from the fair, did we? Oh, man, it's fair season almost. Whew, we got to plan that. All right, back over. Let's get these jellies on their way. The Luna Loos. One of my favorite names of something, and one of the earliest favorite things where it's like, man, they put so much thought into this that's below the surface and only mentioned in passing. Oh, we didn't even, speaking of which, sorry. I gotta go talk to him, though. He is the key to the Lunaloos. Or to us knowing about the Lunaloos. In some ways, you might say that he's the, like, name giver of our daughter. How did you find me back here? I thought I was well hidden. Perhaps you're blessed with the gift of clairvoyance. I'm here to observe the Lunaloos, or moonlight jellies, as you call them. They possess unusually potent magical aura for an aquatic life form. And because they are our Lunaloos, that's where our daughter's name came from, Luna, for Lunaloos, because her birthday is tomorrow. She was born a year ago, just after this festival ended. So that is amazingly awesome. I love that there's that kind of detail, and that is just purely by chance. You can't, as far as I know, there's no way to trigger a specific night that you're going to have a child. You just get the question from your spouse, should we have a child? Good evening, Ham Cabbage. The moonlight jellies are close. I already saw one gloating in the distance. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the docks and say hello. All right. What do you think? Should I launch the boat now? Let's go for it. Let's light this candle. Oh, that's like a Robin quality big board joke. Oh, here we go. Send it on its way, Lewis. All right, while they're doing this, I'm going to step away. You guys enjoy. All right. Thanks for the patience there, guys. I think that just doubled up our kind of time. I got to take a break. I've seen that scene many times. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. But especially when the jellies start coming up to say hello. Gave me a chance to swap out my drink. Check the weather outside, where there are some light flurries. Everything is damp. I don't know if we got like some drizzle or anything first, but it's not big fluffy flakes or anything like that, but it is coming down now. And I'm excited about that. So let's get after fall here. Well, before we do, though, if we can get into our day, we're going to take one more pop down here. And this is why I'm not too worried about having extra oil presses, because even with all these pigs, and sure, not all of them are at maximum hearts, so we can get more efficient eventually, but you can very quickly make up This can go into the fish box in here, I think. Nope, this one. Oh, I forgot to sell those. Shoot. Go, 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 go. And we can put away the seafoam pudding. Alright, seriously. It was fun. It's really... Oh, there's a different one. Alright, listen to this. Alright, we'll give that a try. A little jazz. Alright, we don't know anything more, but it's time for bed. Oh, not quite a half mil. Man, if we'd gotten those pineapples... oh, even closer. Just a few pineapples. So green tea's only 140. I think that's pretty comparable to a cup of coffee, right? Let's remember that we'll sell a cup of coffee. That is just crazy, crazy times. But we also got almost 15,000 from the poppies and almost 27,000 from 3 runs of truffle oil. So amazing, amazing stuff. And of course, the dino mayo is always nice as well. Tree fruits, yeah, you know, they do their thing. All right, let's get after farming. Real quick though, I don't think it will, but I want it to. Yeah, I so wish, you know how like our little anniversary has a little thingy up here. I so wish Luna had a little birthday reminder thing. You really got to keep track of that. So all I know is, I think Shane's birthday. Shane shares a birthday with little Nemo, and this is fall 1 is Luna's birthday. Where is our birthday girl, honey? Wherever. I love watching the sky. I don't know as much about it as I would like to. I'm like pretty bad at the constellations relatively. I can navigate pretty well. I know how to find the North Star and kind of used to the rotation of the planets overhead, or the planets and the stars overhead. All right, let's put these down here. Now, I don't know. This may have all been silliness that we can just get out of the catalog, but I don't know if you can get those banners. All right, let's speed up here. Get to it. And I think... Dude! Is it like a garbage day? Alright. Next up. Was that someone scraping, or are they already starting to work on the sidewalks? I just heard like all... I'm guessing it's still been too warm for the sidewalks and stuff to have much ice. Tomorrow, apologies in advance, there's going to be snowplows, there's going to be people shoveling, probably, I hope no car alarms going off continuously. Look at that, just right. Love it. And best of all, when these grapes start coming, they will not come every day, so we won't have to feel bad about ignoring them, as we do the hops so many days after having planted them. But, I mean, Look, we've got nearly 500 Silver Star hops in our generic food bar spot. And that's pretty nice to have on hand. At some point, we can also clean up all the inventory around the food bin, the produce bin. So I think what I'm going to do here is try to clear everything. I should have plenty of time for all this. I don't know what we're going to do there. Clear everything with the scythe and fertilize that bottom field with speed grow. Oh. We'll get that late because I want to get to Pierre's before we run out of time. So we'll come down here. We'll do this with the speed grow. Then we'll go buy our seeds, and then just everything else gets regular, good old fertilizer made out of tree sap. Because that's how fertilizer works. And then we will be rocking and rolling. Alright, so there's our remaining 6. Oh, trying really hard not to get caught there. I don't know why we put those away, but we won't want to. Alright, still have our speed, and we still have the beets to plant, and 72 cranberries to buy, and then everything else to be covered, right? So first things first, let's get our cranberries. So 72 of those. Boom. Now 13 more stacks. Obviously, we don't need wheat. We may not need sunflowers, but I'll probably just get some just to have them. 2. 3. Plus, it helps keep the stacks ready. 4. I already got those. 5. Right. Oh, it's easy to lose track of those sunflower seeds anyway. 6. We should probably put those up by the corn. 7. We already got corn. Oh, well, that might be all right, because this is what I was going to say. All right, so bottom row, right? And then everything else is opened up. So we had the 4x3 plus 2 made 14. We're going to put these, which are the only continuously growing outside the cranberries, we're going to put them up above the corn. So like that, those two will occupy the top 2 spots where we had hot peppers above the corn before. Upper left of our little area. And then to the right of those, so now how many? 4. So those are all done. And then we've got 2 more. Well, it's just, I'm way overcomplicating this, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 6 more. And that's basically 150. And I'm thinking we're going to do a massive batch of pumpkins. And then when they're all done, we'll do everything will then be switching out to amaranth. Right? Awesome. Good plan. Let's farm, Pierre. And again, next year, so probably one of the things we'll do this winter is rework the sprinklers and everything else in the farm to eliminate some of these pass-through lanes. But we can do this so much better now. By eliminating that bottom row or keeping it separate, we don't have the shifting issue of trying to keep the pointer, the mouse cursor, even with where we're running. So we should... Game, come on. You're going to do all right. Kind of felt like there was one that I missed over here, but... I'm going to run out, are we? How annoying would that be? Yeah. 130. We're gonna do this. All right, back up to. We'll throw something in there. I don't know if we have a corn seed. We should go get one. You got time, right? I forgot about one corn. One piece of corn, and it may not even really be a fact. Also, we lost coffee power. Terrible thing to have happen. Nobody wants to be without coffee power. One corn seed. Thank you, Pierre. Oh, I guess we weren't close at all. Did we go through I thought we had a full stack and then like a 300, but... I mean, I guess the 300 would make sense, right? Because it's 72 per little area. All right. Corn. We wanted eggplant in this one just to keep our two set fields set. Now, do any of these 6 days, 8 days, 12 days, 10 days, 4 days, and 13 days? No, none of them are at all close to each other. Fantastic. It would have been nice to be able to time it so that we could have amaranth set. And if I knew the growth cycles, I probably could do a little bit better on that. Like, oh, well, this one is 4 days or whatever amount of days longer, so plant those side by side, and you'll just miss the first growth cycle in the latter one, but then they'll be on schedule with each other, so you can do all the amaranth close by. But this will work. That's 340. I hope... Nope, not that. Hope these are all going to work out. We have the right amount. Why do I feel like we got way too many pumpkins? We got way too many pumpkins, people. I know I missed that one. I mean, I must have given a whole extra row, right? Oh, that's alright. It wasn't that much. Well, not much of an expense. We've still got over $1.5 million. Geez, so not the worst thing ever. What could be the worst thing ever is if we get to Ginger Island tomorrow and find that all of the pineapples are now dead. That would be a shame, since I just planted a bunch of them. Not quite 5 o'clock. We could have maybe done better with the animals, but we still may be able to get around and greet them. And of course, we do still have 100 of these to do. I must have double counted the cranberries, I guess. Not the worst thing, considering that what we have more of is winemaking capacity, so that's good. All right, plenty of those to store, and then I don't know. Do we have some quality fertilizer up here? No, just speed grow. What is quality fertilizer? Have we already crafted it? We haven't crafted it. Any fish and 2 sap. Do we have any stacked up any fish? I know it's not any fish. Let's take these 2 halibut. And let's take... Do we have any sap? We got some down here, at least. To quality fertilizer. Put away the fish. So those guys. Here's these guys. There's that. And then... See how that grass grew up around in there? Maybe we let that spread back. Is this the... So these are sticks then. Alright. I think I saw... Nope, not you. I think I saw a rock up here. Let's just go around this way. Yep. I believe we should get quality out of all of those apples and pomegranates, right? Because we had them lingering at the end of the last year. Diamond. That. Those. Oh. What's there? Oh, is that just the bar? Never mind, I put that there. It's a building. Okay, let's do these. Oh, wait, why am I not grabbing anything? I guess I'm too far away from myself. Ooh, okay. Oh, hey, Robin. See you there. Sorry, it's a little late. I haven't found the wall sconces I like for this barn yet. Or shed. We'll get them. After you're done working here, of course. I mean, sorry. Alright. Into here. That was not what we needed. There's some little hay. What's up, guys? Oh, sorry. It's not morning. Why won't that? Oh, did it not count their food yet from today? So we got one little random piece of hay. Great. All right. It's a pretty good first day. Let's finish up our... Oh, I think these are on off cycle. Yeah, they're not the same. So we can leave the tree fruit. Put these away. Couple things to go into here. Might as well, since we've got a little time. Clean the stone. All of a sudden, decent money day just from truffles and caviar. I mean... Oh, you want to dance, honey? Oh, you're already in bed. All right. Tomorrow, Penny. I'm going to guess emerald. Or do we think poppy? 28. Sorry, 28 grand. Where you going? Where you going, little Nemo? Alright, this would be a great day to get back over to the Fern Islands and see what's going on over there. Okay, have fun at work. That's fine. Cloudy. Rain tomorrow. Thanks, Emily. Let's just go put this right over here. And what did we say? We want to drop that off, get these. I'm going to leave these because we want to make poi and banana pudding when we get back. Let's take the mussels. Let's take all that stuff. And then... I don't know why I'm doing all this right now. Let's do half. Oh, I can't. I'll just leave that. Clean it up some other day when I don't have fertilizer in my inventory. Alright, so all of this should be pretty good to go. Right? The only thing that we're going to have is ancient fruit, and we just did them yesterday, so we should have like a week, honestly, of... I don't think it's exactly aligned with the kegs. I think we gradually change as the days go by there, but... And that means our inventory has a chance of not being overfilled as we go about our business. Now, at some point, we'll hit Pierre up again and try to refill their grass. I think we've used, if not all of it, close. Because I think they are happier and more likely to give us good truffles, or good truffle rates, when they can eat their grass. And we do have a number of these guys that are not. See, Gertie here. Gertie is still only at a half a heart, so definitely want to get them going. By spring, you know, I don't think we're really going to have them fully juiced yet. We just loaded all this up yesterday, so it will be good. when it switches. Yeah, yeah. That goes down. No! What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, we we got a jailbreak. Stop showing me the hay. You guys stay inside. Don't be a bad. No, don't be a bad dinosaur. Oh my gosh. No, they're all gonna go outside and get stuck for the winter and die. Ah, now I can't touch it again. You no, because I gotta let you back in. So dinosaur free range day. Ah. Let's get these. It is a bad luck day, so it's not like we have to be super concerned about getting over there in a crazy amount of time. We do want to maximize the forage, and it seems like every time we go over to forage something, we find new stuff to look at and discover, so hopefully that will continue. We do have duck feathers over there for Leo, and on a day such as today, that's pretty appealing. Sell, 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 sell. All right. Pretty good, right? Oh, I guess I'm looking at the apple, and I was like, weren't we getting 2 of those before? Now we're getting. I just switched fruits. That's all right. So yeah, we'll keep pushing on the silver stars. Eventually, those should be catching up, but I think we finally got those planted in like winter. All right, chickens, I'm going to let you guys out too. Just be aware that there are dinos, and I'm assuming that they're little baby herbivore dinosaurs, because we haven't had a problem before. And some of them used to live with you guys. Let's take that. 40. But I just want good eggs. All right, well, at least this is a quick split. And why did I not put these in the storage bin when I was putting everything else in the sale bin, shipping bin? All right. Chickens, visit your friends the dinos. No switching little huts, though. I know who belongs where. All right. There's all that. There's you guys. I know. Someday we'll fill you all back up, too. Maybe this winter we'll get you some new babies to hang out with. And maybe by that time we'll be set to do more cooking and evaluate how are we doing cheese versus peppers. Do we need more cows or do we need more... Why do I have... Here's... Do we need more peppers? That'll tell us whether we need more goats or cows. All right. Did we already go in here? I think we did, right? Yep. That looks fine. Here. Dump. These are going with us. Everything, not the mayo, but everything else goes with us, and we don't need... Also, wait, hold on. I had a little brainstorm. 25, 1, 1, and 50. The 50 is a little tough. All right, get out of my way. Was it iron? All right, new plan. Or continuing plan. Let's put these down here. Oh, it was. I almost forgot Penny, and we forgot Penny one of the years, didn't we? So we really should try to catch her on the way down to Willie. Let's go put all this other stuff back away. Okay, everything else goes. That's why that's such a great thing. Even though it hasn't been nearly as good at teaching me gifts as I'd hoped this year. We're off. You gotta see what my plan is here. It's a crafty plan. In addition to wanting to get back for closing in the dinos, or needing to, it's no want about it. We gotta do that. We are also, or should also be, nice. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you were over visiting Meru, right? Because she's our, yeah, well, I mean, a lot more than my friend, but it's her friend, mutual friend. I mean, you can still be friends with your wife, right? Definitely helps, I think. Although sometimes I think that's a little bit of effort. All right, Willie. Ooh, what's this iridium rob you have? Rob, don't rob me. Oh, remember the fish tanks? We were going to make a whole other thing for those. And we can buy another copper pan if we wanted it. I think ours is already down there, though, right? And we never use it here. I think we plan to bring it down there. Should we get another one just in case? Just safety. And I'm just gonna have some of these down on the island too. All right. Oh no! Oh, oh, nope. All right, Willie. Let's go. All right. Rainy, Ruby, Foragey. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's go. Get that done right now. I don't think that's going to get us anything, but we don't have to then carry it around. I'd rather not just throw it in a bin and then have to bring it back over, right? Oh, no, you don't want any more ribs. Okay, fair enough. I thought that was the thing you wanted. Now, can I get through here? Oh, we can do so much here. We haven't been up here in a while. And look at that efficiency. Now, I don't even know that we looked at the luck for today. Few more pieces of hay. Ooh. Oh, and those do give us the iridium, so iridium chanterelles, not bad. We might... Let's leave the hardwood trees for now. That's a tree. Golden coconut. Oh, okay. You go away. Oh, wait, we already have snake skull. I thought that was maybe the back of the... whatchamahoo's. Oh, and we can do this into there. We can put one of those into there. That gets us a little more space, right? Let's see how we do finishing up this area with that. Nice. We did that well. We don't need the fiber that bad. We definitely want the artifact troves and everything else. Alright, back down to base. All these good trees we can be chopping eventually. So now we should have stuff. Did we miss the store? Let's go. We got stuff we want to buy at the store. Stuff that doesn't take up inventory space. Such as a banana pudding recipe. A deluxe retaining soil recipe. And I don't think we're quite ready for... Did those go up? Is that always 75? Are these prices like bouncing around? That hasn't changed. I don't think that has. But like, were those 3? Those were always 10 to 1. I don't know. I mean, that was the important stuff that's left. I think is still the same. But man, we'll have to check these various days. I thought that was a little lower, but maybe not. All right. Well, we got our pudding recipe, and that's good. And hopefully, we're going to get enough tubers from this little visit. And this is mainly about farm cleanup. Oh, look at our mango sapling is up a little bit. Farm storage. Clearly. Oh, look at all those pineapples. Alright, so storage. Those for sure. These two and this. So that's the whole idea, is keep a fishing rod down here so we don't have to carry one back and forth. We do have a copper pan. Do those stack? No. Dang it. Keep these here, these here. So we do have enough. What was it that it wanted for 75 mussels, was it? A chair? I don't remember what it was now. Let's leave these stone. Oh, we do have some stone. We don't have any cobble path currently made up. We can leave some clay. And then we can really sell that and that and that. Oh, we got the... I was like, we forgot to give Penny your gift. No, we gave her an emerald. All right. I think that's all good. We'll bring these back. They can make more fertilizers back at regular base. But now we should have enough room that we can go about cleaning up our farm here. Thankfully, let's not lose sight of the fact that when we came back, the pineapples were still here. And that is awesome. Because look at the little pineapples are still growing up. We do have seeds. We can switch out some more of the blueberries to pineapples. That's a lot of pineapples. Now, do we want to... Got that all still going. Do we want to keep this all pineapples yet? I don't know. And do I want to try to get some extra sprinklers along here? I think I just need to kind of plant all of this And then only got 2. Then just replace the ones that aren't growing. Right? Let's go grab 2 fertilizer. And I may need fertilizer now for the pineapples too. I don't know about the seed maker. And the taros specifically. Let's switch those and these. I'm kind of 650. What did we want to do to see? Oh, fish late for midnight carp and also close all the animal things. So we probably need to be back in 2 hours. So let's leave all those. We can make those into more seeds. We'll leave those with them. Oh no, let's plant those and let's grab 3 of these. Let's sell those 2 and let's get this out of the way. All right. These 2 we were already ready for. We just didn't plant them for whatever reason. And then here, I know this blueberry just picked. And those did stay. That's crazy good. There's kind of no reason why they should still be blueberries, but... Alright. And... yeah, it's still fertilized. Won't even let me put it down. Alright. Well, there we go. So, fertilizer back for here. Kind of, kind of want to do that. Should I leave the shards, or is it better to just always have them on me so I know? Also, do I really want to leave blueberries here? The gems, yeah, for weapon enchants, if and when we ever need that, but... I think we'll bring back these 2 for now. We'll leave the pineapples so we can seed make on the next visit. We got 1 more golden coconut. That was pretty awesome. Here. Nope. Don't want to do that. There. There. They are all... see, 2 more to go here. Good thing we came back early. Because we don't have a horse, so by the time we get up to the minecart and then back around, change out our fishing gear again. No, we do want to close that. And then, see, by the time we replant those, we only got half dozen more. It's only 3 runs. All right, now here, you get sold I guess that's what I want to do. Oh, I was going to say, I tossed all the... Alright, here we got a lot of stuff. Bones. Um... Store that, grab this. It goes here, that goes there, that can go there, this goes away. Blueberries. Um, Look at it. It looks so delicious. Yes! A creamy dessert with a wonderful tropical flavor. Oh, I'm so delighted. And then poi. Traditional food with a delicate sweet flavor when eaten fresh. Boop. Alright, basic food and bonusy food. Then, because you're in the way, dear, I'm just going to go ahead and throw all of these other ingredients in here. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright, banana. Oh, no, actually, that's a dessert. So is this. I don't know what I'm doing. Add the puddings. And then poi is just a base food. Not that there's anything wrong with being a base food poi. Don't you think less of yourself because of it. Alright, those go away. We are ready to fish. Right? Let's go fish. We could be wearing our fishing vest and hat, but I feel like... Ooh, hazelnut. Not quite as necessary as it was when we were befriending Kent. Alright. We got our efficient fishing rod because we haven't used any energy yet today. Or what we have, we've replaced easily to keep our speed up. Alright, there's one, but remember this is all about ingredient gathering. Actually, we needed to catch one too, but we need the ingredients. So that we can just have a big old stack of seafoam pudding for whatever our most difficult catches are. The various legendary fish for sure. I wonder if the dragon is up above the railroad tracks. Remember, there's that big boulder up there that we don't know where that goes yet. Too. And we haven't even gotten to midnight. Remember all those nights we were like staying up frantically late, and now we can just go right back to the doors. We can really fish till like 1:30. Closed up all the doors. This might be a chub. Seems a little... Nope. Now I'm trying to think what the other ingredient is. I know we need the squid ink, right? And that's part of what the fish pond was all about. But why do I have a feeling it's squid? We're going to have to do squid fishing in winter. I mean, we're kind of at a level where it's just let them go. But squid are much more... That was why I knew it was so crazy that we weren't catching any of these, because there shouldn't be many fish in the lake to compete with them at this hour. Like the largemouth goes to sleep. Some of those other fish aren't available late into the night like this. Yay, bait. This seems like a chub. Sure enough. Oh. Hey, gold ore. All right. Good night of fishing. So what was our... Flounder. Flounder's the other fish. And we got 3 of the midnight carp. So now... Oh, we have no ink. I think we brought some in, though. So let's put those in our inventory. Awesome. All right, now the rest of you can be protected in here. Oh, we're almost full on our fish box. You guys go down with the other fishy awesomeness. I'm so slow. Get into bed. Woohoo! 46 grand. The pineapples, very nice. The truffle oils, always nicer. These guys, not too much. And just basic tree fruit and stuff there. So yeah, pineapples. Look, they're not awesome, but they're better than the refined good mayo, right? So at gold level at least, and even silver. So I'm guessing like a base pineapple is kind of comparable to that, maybe a little less just based on the incremental growth, but they're certainly better than taro roots, which we're growing along the waterfront anyway, and we'll just try to further refine down which blocks we actually want growing the taro, and only grow it where it's nice and wet, and they grow like rice does, right? So I think we're pretty well set up there. This was just all the tree fruit, so we're done there. We sold 1 ruby and a few mushrooms. Pretty good. Let's look at our stuff though, because I know we'll be recapping here shortly, but this was huge, 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 huge. I don't know that we shipped anything new. Like I don't think any of those were new. Pretty sure they weren't. Nothing new there. So I think our collection itself is still steady. But we added Mr. Midnight Carp. And down to 2 cave fish, a ray, and then the rest are 3 of the seasonal legendary fish and legend itself. So getting pretty dialed in there. We haven't done anything. Maybe we will go to Clint's and try to cash in on any of this stuff. We'll just have to be a little lucky. And then look at this. First page is done. We got the seafoam pudding in. And that's one of the great food items. A plus 4 fishing. You guys won't believe it when we actually eat one of those and you see how much that changes our fishing bar. That's why I'm like, efficiency on the thing, I don't care about that. Give me an extra level. Make that even bigger. Or take away the consumption of any kind of bait. Or just make it so that the fish are automatically hooked. And then, we don't even need these, honestly, anymore. I don't know. It's pretty good. And then over here, we are now down to 2 mystery dishes. We don't know what they are. I'm guessing that much like Clint and Lewis and Gus, as we get to a higher tier with Leo, he may kick us another thing, and I wouldn't put it out a possibility that somewhere else we get a different recipe, just for variety to keep it fun. But that's looking really good. We are so close. So no more achievements yet, and nothing new on the secret notes front. We're not really even in a summer yet. We've still got more fun to have, and we've got a couple days until Ella's birthday. So, boom, boom. Hey, honey. Ooh, the smell of either fresh cut or fresh lumbered wood. So good. What do we got? Very happy. Do we go skull? I think we maybe go skull. Thanks, Jody, after I just went out of my way to make all that. Let's get ready for a skull trip. Let's go dump all this. Oh, no, I don't want to waste the great day on Clint. It's getting close to Friday. The most appealing day, no matter how the game can figure it out, will be the day when he's in the community center, not at home. Let's clear this up while we got a chance. Alright, you guys just come outside. I'm not going to pet you today. I hope I remembered to shut in the dinos. Did I remember to shut in the dinos? Please say I remembered to shut in the dinos. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a pig. I thought that was the sound of dinosaurs eating. So basically, all these ink now can just be turned into seafoam puddings once we fish up enough secondary ingredients for them. But that's kind of the limiting factor. You are shut. I mean, they'd be out here already, right? And let's see. Trees. Oh, gotta do these. It's the one little bit of farming we have to do this week, is gather the ancient fruits whenever they're ready. So we still have a little bit of time. Remember, we're waiting on Pam. Now, the other thing that this is going to remind us is we've got to dedicate a day to going down and seeing the wizard and taking him everything he needs for the desert obelisk, because we want to be able to do these skull cavern runs on our time, not on Pam's. Basically getting as much extra time in the morning as we can, particularly in the winter when it's like, all right, the animals are fine. They're fully capable of coping without us for one day. We've got the food and the water set up for them. They're all good. Now, why I felt the need to come in and pet these guys, I think it's still the dinosaurs just lingering, but I'm not going to do any of the extra stuff with them. What I do want to do is that, and then here. And then get you out of the way, and we will go up here. So there's our basic bait is, hey, you just get stuff, as you go. Nothing too crazy up here, considering that we may well be coming back full to our eyeballs in goodness. Alright, that. Alright, it's been a while, so we don't need these things. We should re-up on food. It's 8:50. We got some time here. No need to panic. And let's do one of those. We're going to try to remember to look. All right, see you, buddy. That's just for the price compare. Oh, I almost forgot. We will grab those. These, and these. And let's go. Oh, we're still a little bit early, actually. Let's go check the board. The big board. See what, if anything, there is waiting for us, because Pam's going to waddle her way on over there. Not to say that, Pam, you're a waddler. That's no indication of your shape or physique. All that is that you're not as fast as a horse. Neither am I, frankly, but usually I do. Done. Although I didn't even read that one. That was stupid. I would have loved to have helped out Demetrius, but I was like, a month and we've already got all those pumpkin seeds lined up. Yeah. We're going to ship 100 pumpkins. No problem. And that gives us one that just kind of lasts a few extra days. All right, Pam. I didn't mean it. Here, you want me to hold your hand? Yeah. Let's go. I don't even think we're going to go say hi to Sandy. That's horribly rude of me. I understand that, but she understands. She understands how badly we need to get shards today. Oh, those clay and bones. I thought that was some kind of cool, awesome thing. All of you. What? Come on. Get in the can. We haven't upgraded the can yet, either. We should do that. Alright, food. Give me your speedy boost. Everything looks in order, in place. This would appear to be a good luck day. Whoa, hey. Get over here. I don't know why I put that quite far up. Alright, some noms. Oh, there's a hole. Alright, anything good? We are so OP. last time. Hope that didn't anger the gods here. Doesn't seem quite as naturally good. Let's get a coffee while those are going. I did just double check to make sure the mic was on, because I was like, oh man, this was about the time yesterday I realized. No, actually it was the very end of the episode when I realized yesterday. You know what? You get the big one. The big boy. It's more fun when I hit you for like 300 damage. Oh. I know you're still up here somewhere. There you are. Oh. Alright, that kind of stung. You're wasting my super speed boost in eating time. But it's only 2 p.m. and we're at level 20. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Ah! Well, that was a lot of stuff. Rabbit's foot. He's like, what happened? What are you doing to us? Alright, we're already jammed up. That's only a regular rabbit's foot. We don't need it. We need wood, but not that bad. We don't need regular quartz. We don't need that. We don't need algae. I don't think we need refined quartz. We do need the ores quite badly. I'm almost thinking at the moment, well, I don't think we really need any of that. We certainly don't need that. We got a ton of fertilizer, and we'll be chopping trees whenever, winter or whatever. These could go. The coconuts we want to hold now, right? Because we want 10 per golden coconut to crack those open. Any of these are really fair game now. I think we've got, I haven't really looked to care how many we have, but I think we've got like close to 50 of each at least. So with the exception of jade, those could all be fair game. But it really depends on how good of stuff we're picking up, right? But that should get us some wiggle. Oh, that looks the Wicked Chris. I've seen that. I don't think we have in this game though. Ghost got banged all over the place. What are you doing? But you had some omnis. Oh, good, good, good. Let's go get him. Oh, hey, oh, how was he like double hitting me? What? You guys have too many combined tactics for your own good. Oh, hey. All right, time to eat one of those anyway. They haven't worn out quite yet, but we're due. And then one more of those. And that should have us ready for serpent. Oh, almost ready for serpent. Come on. Where are you? All right. Now, dude. How am I already too full to get... an egg? Oh, yeah, because we got that. Dump. Dump. I don't... The vertebra, I don't know if I just missed that, but I actually kind of want to hold on to those. That may be a thing. Have we tried giving those to Snail yet? Right? Because we've got that giant sloth-looking thing, whatever it is. And we've done ribs and feet, but maybe it wants a backbone. Oh. Still no Slayer goal there. Did it? Oh, it was just slow. Alright, here. That was quick. Level 31. I remember when these were so popular. Warp Totem Farm. Now we have the best Warp Totem Farm. Yeah, I think we'll just jump in. I know we left some ore back there, but oh man. Is that it? Hey. Whoa. That was handy. If you're not going to let me stop because my food health just went down and there's a swarm of ghosts, thanks for the ladder. Oh, and we need coffee too. Almost 7. Is there stuff we need to do at home? So unfortunately, one of the drawbacks here is that there's no real... Like, oh, you get to this level, you're gonna get prismatic shards, right? They're just kind of there or they aren't. Anything? Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. I'll go for the Omni Geode, though. Oh, perfect. Good job, Omni Geode. 4 levels. Oh, oh. I don't know. Scatter? Anything? Yep. This looks too spread out. There we go. Oh. Run! Of course you want all the way back here. Give me goodies. Ah, we are filled up again. You go, you go, you go. Oddly, you go. I wonder how much those sell for that I just threw away. Gotta be valuable. 41? Wow. I think we can keep juggling at this a little bit more. Oh. So often. Get out of there. Alright, get. Oh. That one wasn't me. There's plenty of them that are. I can admit that, but that one wasn't. When it just plants them further and further away from where you're standing. Alright, not seeing it. There's a hole. And of course I just missed the iridium guy. Oh, time to eat. Oh! Damn it. Sorry. No! Get! Hey! Oh. Ah! See how it waited until just when I was like, alright, it's gone, I gotta eat. Then dive bomb. No chance. Alright, 10:30. We're getting close. And see, this is what I mean by, even though the dialogue is such that the guy Key kind of gives you a hard time that you didn't, that you used the bombs. We're moving. I don't know if you noticed, but we are at full speed. I think, I don't know that we have genie shoes. I'm pretty sure we do. That's a lot of money. I mean, we throw away a lot of other stuff, but let's throw those away before we throw that away. That can go. Omni geodes. Good. Ha 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 ha. Take that. Give me prismatic shards. Iridium bars I can't really complain about, but I got like 100 of those. That was kind of fun, but you're wasting my time again. I think I gotta get back to close the animals, right? Like, we'll have winter. Oh, there's a dino. Okay, hold on. We'll at least clear all the mobs out of here. Yeah, you might be any of those might be the last one I ever need. Alright, no shardiness. Sometimes you get them right at the end, though, right? Oh! Can they be in boxes? Deep level boxes? What I'd really like, and what we haven't gotten at all, are chest room. Oh, okay. This is where it ends for us. It's one that we had a eminently successful run. Very good stuff. I think we've got goodish weather, but let's just tuck them all in. Oh, look at all this. And of course my inventory is full. It's always full. Don't you understand that, game? Come back and pick all this up tomorrow. No shard, guys. No shard. Woo-wee, though. It's like we waste money going there. I mean, technically, we totally waste money. We spend a whole bunch of money on bombs and stairs and everything else to move. You know what? Actually, I think this is gonna kind of be it. We'll recap a little bit. So I don't even want to go check in on things, but I think we had genie shoes. They're a fairly common drop even in the traditional caves. So. They give you that big immunity boost, but they don't give you much in the way of defense at all. As I said, I'm pretty sure that's the first Wicked Chris that we've had in this one. And you know, it's not the Iridium Dagger for sure, but it's decent, I guess, if you want to have that crit, that dagger crit game going. We'll use more of that. Oh, if we want to play with that a little bit as we go forward, we'll go get the Iridium dagger from the Adventurers Guild, because we can now buy the hammer and the dagger in addition to extra swords. So if we want, long term, you can have all of the enchantments. Right? You can make that your deal. If you want to have every item and every sword with every enchantment, you just load them all up, put them in one chest or one cabinet for display items. I don't know, be kind of cool. But for us, that's going to be big. That definitely puts us over the top on the 333. And that gets us the Magic Cowboy hat, I believe, which is kind of cool. It's just color-changing cowboy hat to wear around the farm. So, pretty fun. Then, about that time, little Nemo should be growing up to toddling age. I think if it was 2 weeks to get him to awake in the crib, and then then the month to get him out of bed, that would have been the 20th again, and then he's had these weeks on the crawling around in the house. So I believe when it gets to the 20th, he will kick over again and have a new birthday. It might. Maybe it's on Saturday. He may grow up enough to get his hat in 2 days. So we'll have that to look forward to or see. If he doesn't, well, it's coming. And we've got his hat ready to go, and then all three of us can have our cowboy hats. And only Meru, who's too stubborn to wear one because she's a party pooper. I'm kidding, Meru. You know that you have my full respect and love. You're all good. And besides, it would mess up your hair a little bit. So why risk it? Among your family. We got enough copper out of that run without really even trying to be able to do a full run of copper bars, and I'm sure we've got enough iron to add to those to do those. Like I said, we'll try again. I think I already did, but we'll take those sometime when we're going to the Fern Islands and give them a shot to see if we can add any of those to the little creature in Dr. Snail or Professor Snail or whatever his name is. Deal. Of note, we are drawing closer to 10 mil total, and certainly up to the point where the next wine harvest will get us over to, like I said, if we don't spend $1 million of that to get the desert obelisk, which is something I would like to get now. We have so much iridium, and I think at the time it was like a staggering 10 or 20 that are needed to get that, and you're like, oh, how are we ever going to afford that? I think we also need maybe coconuts and cactus fruit. Another reason to hang on to all of those kind of things. So we'll go down, check the book, try to guess and bring what we think we may need, but I've been wrong a lot. So we'll give all that a try again. Just on the quick recap, I've kind of saved it. One thing, I think we have 0 golden walnuts. I think they would show up right here. We spent those on the shop at the end of yesterday, and we just didn't get any new ones today. Maybe when Clint cranks open the golden coconuts, we'll get some more. I don't know. I don't know what the reliable source of those is. Like, we don't seem to get them from the little slimes anymore. It's like they're capped. For a while, we got a bunch. But once you've gotten so many from that source, it seems to dry up. So more stuff to discover there. This is the big one here. We haven't checked it in a bit because I didn't want to see, but Leo got up to 4 hearts. So that, that's that milestone. If he was to show up at the spring dance by some random chance, we could dance with him. Luna, he's not single, or he is, but he's so completely single that he will never not be single. Whatever the case may be. He's really looking for a fine plumaged parrot to pair up with. Luna here is still at 8 hearts. I don't think we got a movement on her. And Nemo's sitting at 2, but again, I expect that maybe on Saturday he'll pop up another level. So Leo, the big winner there as a result of the duck feathers, which once we got through his birthday, we've completely... I mean, it's only been a few days in the beginning of a month, and we've only been down there once. But we needed to work on the farm. It was understandable. We did buy this recipe. Where is the recipe that we bought for crafting? Because we bought the banana pudding, but we also bought that other thing, right? What did we buy? I can't remember. Uh-oh. What did we pay all the bone things for? Were the bones for the banana pudding? Oh, I don't know. I thought we bought something else while we were down there. Oh, I don't know what it was, though. We'll figure it out someday. Oh, it was the deluxe retaining soil that we'll probably have to build once to make it part of our crafting and then be done with it. Because, yeah, but that was the thing we needed to buy. All right, we just looked at these because I was too excited to wait. We still have mystery thing here. Everything's a mystery thing. Mystery thing here. Mystery thing here. Oh, no, I can't do it. We will do it, though. I know what that is. And I will try to remember next time. If you guys are in chat or in the comments, just remind me, hey, there's one of the collection things that you knew what it was. It's a relatively new item, and I don't think I've crafted it yet. I won't go look. I won't spoil the surprise. See if you guys know what it is. Don't look it up. You can go look at this full thing and look up online what all these things are. I don't want that kind of spoiler. If you know, um, try to be a little sneaky if you want to try to acknowledge it in the comments before the next stream. I say go for it, but don't ruin it for other people that may be watching along. But I'm pretty sure I got that last one. Still don't know. I am still pretty confident that just based on the grouping, those are new. Still guessing that maybe that's the mango, just based on ginger, taro, pineapple, and we're growing the tree. But the banana is way over there. But if that's what I think that is, that could still be a mango. And yeah, we'll see. Awesome. All right. Well, that's good. And then fish, we got the midnight carp. So that's moving forward. No progress here, but we didn't make it back to Clint's yet. Cooking, so awesome. I love that. Love that fully colored in page, and we'll get it here, I assume. Don't have any kind of timeline because honestly, I don't know what those are yet, or who to get them from, or anything else. But that'll keep. Don't spoil, because that's what keeps it interesting as we're grinding on some of this other stuff, like getting more prismatic shards, and don't always have a lot of other stuff. Hunting around and looking for answers to those kinds of questions are just what makes things interesting. So if you know, enjoy the watch and enjoy the wait, and we'll all get there together. Achievements, again, nothing too new. The ones that we know of that are still here, the complete collection. We still have a number of artifacts and one mineral. Cook every recipe. We're so close, and clearly this one is updated, right? Polyculture did not count the crops that grow down on Ginger Island, but Gourmet Chef clearly does require us to cook those 2 remaining island recipes to be complete. And I think that means, like here, we'll have to catch the ray before we've caught every fish, right? And I suspect craft every item, we're going to have to get all of the new items included in that as well, and ship every item. We clearly still have stuff to finish up there. The tree fruits for sure. So the mango certainly is going to be one of those, and I assume that the 2 makes a lot of sense, right? There's 2 for each season back in Stardew Valley, and then 2 more as kind of the bonus season that is all the crops down on Ginger Island. So I don't think there's anything more to discover there in terms of extra trees. We'll just have to get that sapling eventually from the store. So we'll keep saving our dragon's teeth whenever we find out how to get those. We'll save them up. Definitely not going to spend them until we can get a banana tree. Yeah, there we go. And no new. We still got 2 more journal notes, but we haven't discovered those yet. They just kind of appear. I think whatever the hidden milestones are, we'll get them when we figure it out. So I know it's a little bit earlier, but I think I'm going to wrap up, guys. I've so much enjoyed this today. Hope you guys have too. Let me know in the likes and comments on the YouTube VODs if you're over here on Twitch watching the VODs or something, go ahead and hit that follow. It helps me out a little bit, and certainly would let you know when I'm going online, since those times have been fluctuating widely. So take care. Have a wonderful evening. I hope if it's snowing where you are, you're warm and toasty and can enjoy watching it fall like I'm about to. Take care, guys. We will see you next time. Stay awesome. Bye now.